How the fuck are we? Happy Saturday. Let's get the lighting situation. Very unorganised, but we wouldn't have it on here. Way! Woo! Can you hear that noise? I've not got an air fryer. No, look. It's black. You can't feel it, but that's blowing hot air out, mate. So, also, look what I got sent out with them. That looked beautiful. 29%. And they're not wrong. There she is. Do you want to see it? Baby. Tell you what. She's fucking tasty. And she's strong. Came today. And we've got a new one, peeps. New one. Green carrot Runts OG. Another organic. Do you want to see it? Again. Where's the light not working? Very nicely done. Very clean. Very subtle on the smoke. Subtle on the taste. Subtle on the taste. Subtle on the smoke. But heavy as fuck. Again, another 29%. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm not smoking them in my joints. I'm smoking the white truffles that a good friend of mine did, Green Eyes Farm, because you can't smoke your medication, don't smoke it, put it in a vape, simple as that. So it's there for me vapes. The vapes in the house and charge. I'm getting a new one though, sick of shit ones. So I'm hoping I'm going to get a Mighty, or I'll definitely get a Stores and Bickle anyway, that's what I'm going to go for. And I'll have a Volcano in the next couple of, definitely in the next month. How are we? What we're doing, what we're talking about, don't know. Don't know what we're all here for. What's today going to bring us, don't know. Should we turn the hairdryer off? It's a little bit. Oh shit. How are we doing? So yeah, like I said, that came today, Royal Mail. Welford were really good with me. They kept in touch because there was a slight delay because they were waiting for the runts to come in. So he hadn't sent me the other one out, and I thought, why is it not out yet? But they kept in touch with me. Fucking brilliant. Just like this white truffles. Both of them strains there are brilliant. So, I mean, I've only really got stories to talk about from back in the day, haven't I? I don't really know, you know, bud related, I suppose. We can get into depth into other shit, but I'm not in the mood to be all like fucking miserable and down and that. I never done a YouTube for a while. So yeah, it was only really like stories back in the day. There was that many fucking funny stories of growing up and doing shit. Especially growing bud. Not growing bud, smoking bud. I even grow bud back in the day. Remember I seen my first joint? Because I had a blowback. I didn't even really see it when I first ever tried weed. That's when I had my whitey. But I remember seeing my first joint. It was a free skinner. And it was packed and it was done. It was like absolute perfect. Like what you would imagine out of a film to see a joint. Like, wow. It was just full of sput. And Hot Rocks was bad. Hot Rocks was fucking bad back in the day. I've still got pants now that have Hot Rock blem holes in them. Bum holes. Bumholes, I was going to say bumholes, not bumholes. Still got them, you can spot them a mile away. If you see them on people as well, you know exactly what they've been doing. I mean, I will wear them with the 3/4 length pants. You'll see me in the summer sometimes. But yeah, I know a lot of Scousers like the pollen, don't they? Got any polly, lad? They love it, especially on the building site at fucking dinner time. They love their pollens. Love it. I remember on dinner time in Wigan there, and this Scouse lads I was working with, their load of pollen. Well, I'd just got a dab rig, so I got some extract in. They'd never heard of it before, so we just done a dab. Fucking hell, nothing got done. Nothing got done at work after that. Everyone was laughing their heads off. It was fucking great back in them days. Fucking hell, wasn't even that long ago. Was it? It was literally like 3 years ago. What we're talking about. What else did we used to do, man? I did have some fucking other funny stories to tell you from back. The day. But we used to have to go out, obviously smoke our bud. Like when you were younger and that, to go fucking lolling about, didn't you? Go and find your spots. Freeston Park was one of our spots, obviously, because that's where I had another whitey story. That's fucking beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. But yeah, growing up round our ways, I was like kind of in the thingy crowd. I wasn't with the knobhead crowd, but I was on like the outskirts. The knobheads did kind of come in quite a bit. Do you know what I mean? Knew a few people. I got his head kicked in with a brick, and he was called Brickhead. And he was a lad that you always used to watch out for when you were out and about. Do you know what I mean? You having a smoke and that. Police didn't really give a shit about you smoking bud back then. They just didn't give a fuck. Not that many people really did, if I'm honest. It was weird. You could literally smoke. No one would give you any grief for it. But when the police started to fucking criminalise it, it was kind of like when COVID came in. Do you know when all of a sudden like the 2 metre rule, everyone's like, yeah, get away from me, 2 metre rule, mate, get away. But then when it disappeared, like no one's asked again. Well, it was kind of like that. When they criminalised weed, it was like, yeah, you're smoking weed, oh, criminal, yeah, smoking weed. But you weren't like that before. Fuck off. Well, that's the way it made me feel. Anyway, don't know. But, yeah, some police, so I had a kitted up saxo once, right? And like I said, police weren't always that arse, but I had literally a joint. And it was a dead nice joint, and I was going to go and share it with my mate in Lim. And I was driving from Flixton to Lim. And I come down this mile road, it's called the Mile Road, and then towards Carrington, right? And I had dry mouth because I just had a joint. And there was a bottle of strawberry water, again, strawberry water, but it was in the footwell of the passenger side. And I'm driving along and I thought I could get it, and I nearly hit the curb because I swerved a little bit. Woo, fucking hell. And then I seen the blue lights go on because I didn't know there was a police car behind me the whole time. They pulled me over, right? And he's like, is there anything in the car? And I'm like, nah. And my car was a shit tip. It was a shit tip. Although it was a nice kitted up car, it was a shit hole inside. Shit everywhere. I'm thinking, in fact, I've got a joint, but I don't know where it is. I couldn't think of where it was, so I didn't tell him. And so he said, well, he's a new recruit. He was a young lad, young police officer said, and if there's anything, he's going to find it, and he's going to want to find something. And I was like, what? Really? And then next minute, he starts waving this cig packet around in the air. And I'm thinking, oh, fucking hell, yeah, it's in that cig packet. He went, what's he found in there? I said, do you know what? There might be like half a joint or something in there. And he was like, really? And I was like, yes, seriously. He comes over. Look, I found this. I was like, oh my God, pack it in, you fucking kid. This police officer pulls out this little fucking tiny bit. He's like, gonna have to take that off. And I'm like, really? Really? Not just gonna throw it away? No. Not because I'm gonna sneeze. Fucking hell, Julie. Yeah. So, I thought he might just throw it away or just, turn a blind eye, but because of this new recruit, we're going to have to give you a street caution and do all that. Fuck off. So I didn't even go to my mates that one joint because that guy pissed me off. But yeah, I used to get street cautions. They just used to, you're supposed to have 3 street cautions and they take you into the station, but I think I was on like 17, something daft. They kept getting on the radio and they're like, just give them a street caution. They didn't care. It was mad. As long as you ain't been a nuisance or been a dick, and that's how it should be at the end of the day. It's a fucking plan, isn't it? But I don't know what your thoughts. What your thoughts on like legalising it or more shops opening up? Because let's be honest, people can get access to good bud now, and I know they'll all be like, yeah, but the cafes are going to charge you extra, and then you have to actually physically go out and go to the cafe. And how often do you sit in the cafe? Listen, when I go to Tenerife, I ain't got the outdoor spotlight high times. I'm having one zoot in there and I'm gone, and then I'm smoking the rest of it out and about, finding a nice spot somewhere or in my hotel room or whatever. So is it really about the actual social aspect? Or is it just a whole novelty thing? Because at the end of the day, if people could get it delivered to the doors for slightly cheaper, they'd probably end up doing that, do you know what I think? But then again, it is good, but are we losing the social side of things? I do like the social interactions. Maybe we should do like a medical fucking one. Because that way it's technically legal, surely, to fuck. Just, so we don't get shut down and that. That hurt my thumb. But yeah, I listen. The medical is there. We need to start the medical revolution. Big Fuzz is a big part of that. There's many other creators a big part of that. I wasn't shouting about it. I've been a medical patient for over 3 years, but I was using Sapphire, who changed the cure leaf. I had such a bad experience. I wasn't getting my script, so I couldn't promote something that I wasn't getting. Since I moved over to cure leaf, I've had a fucking fantastic experience. Fantastic medicines and really good customer service. It is very, very slightly more expensive, very, very slightly in the long run, but you actually get money back as well, because they do reward schemes and all sorts. So technically, when you take that into consideration, it probably isn't more expensive, and you're legal. It covers you. You've got a legitimate reason for using it. Been self-medicating for years. People don't even realise that's probably what half of you are doing, is self-medicating for a problem that hasn't been diagnosed yet. And it's just a wonderful medicine. There's lots of other wonderful medicines out there. I do believe like LSD, psychedelics and mushrooms and all that, just there to help us and teach us if they're used correctly. I feel like sometimes I waffle about the same shit. Countries I'd still like to visit. I want to go to Thailand. I need to go to Australia. I'd like to do Bali and all that. Dubai. The wife really wants to go to Dubai. I've been watching program on it. Do you know what? Why not? I know I can't smoke there. I know it's not an option. Can't take my medicine. It's not an option. But, how would I cope in a country like that without it? You won't know until you do it. What am I doing? I don't know. My brain farted. My brain literally farted. And you just saw it happen. I think that's the noise of a brain fart. But yeah, where else? I know a lad that years ago went travelling in Cambodia, man. He was literally sat on the side of the road next to a ganja plant, massive. He was picking buds off. They were going to dry him. But that was fucking donkeys ago. I always thought I'd like to do something like that, But yeah, what other stories? I don't know. See, this is why I should plan them sometimes, because I do just waffle some shit. But who wants to come in? Who's got interesting things to talk about? Yeah. Well, not even necessarily in here. I could just come to you. Set something up. Set a room up, a podcast station sort of thing, and I'll just bring flavours. And then let's talk about your shit and your experience. And I'll intertwine it with some of mine. Yeah, that sounds like a shout. Shout, because my knee's hurting. I keep doing that. I need to sit somewhere different. Should have sorted the seating area out, mate. That's tomorrow's job. But yeah, if anyone's up for that, please comment, let me know. Right, we'll serious talk. Let's have it. Let's fucking do it. Because me waffling to literally myself and the fucking occasionally looking over at that and losing what I'm talking about isn't always going to work for too long. And I do run that shit to say I do feel like I'm talking about the same shit over and over. When I get into talk about my addiction, I'll just make an entire one on my addiction, but it'll get deep. I know I'll get emotional, shit like that. I'll start speaking about loved ones, lost ones, and all sorts of things in between. But if it will help some people, I'm prepared to do it. But yeah, it's my addiction journey. It's not going to help everyone. Everyone is different. Everyone's different focus. But I do believe mindset is the absolute key. Positive mindset. If you can get control of your mind and your subconscious and train it to become positive, and you become a positive person, that's what you radiate. Because that's who you always are. You will gain control of everything. I mean, I'm still on the path, but I've nearly got it. And I believe that I will make a success of what I want and what I get out of life, even if I haven't figured it out yet. but I'll know what I am when I get there. I've just got belief they'll be looked after one way or another, as long as you just live right and live good. But that's the thing we could talk about. Listen, right, I've learnt loads recently. I've been watching loads recently about utility bills and about the absolute fraud behind it. So I'm going to try, because of where we live, I just need to make sure that it's not going to affect me too much. But it's fraud. You can stop paying them, right? And I don't pay bailiffs. I've got fucking little ongoing things. I don't have debts. They're all made up debts. And I fought them all, and I've fucking got rid of them all so far. The tails between the legs and everything. But yeah, the utility bills and all stuff like that, council tax and all that, it's all fraud. And it's all just made up. The courts are all just made up. When you actually delve into it and realise that they're just after your dead entity and after you to agree, when you give your fucking security details, and it's like legal joinder, and it's like they know what they're doing. I sound like I'm talking gibberish, but when you understand legalese and technical terms and all that shit, it's just absolute theft. It's fucking madness. But again, I go off on a tangent and start waffling shit too fast for my own head to compute. There's no way you can understand what I'm talking about, because I know what I mean in my head. When I start talking about it, I speak about 10 different things at once. Yeah. Idiot. Fool. But who should we have on as guests? I think I've got a guest, who might actually come and do a podcast with me. I'll see if I message him. It's called Zach. It's an absolute G. And this is a true story. I worked with him in town. He was a security guard in town. And we got talking. He said, listen, he said, do you not recognise me? And I was like, no. He said, I'm quite well known. He said, but not everyone knows the story. I was like, go on. He said, do you remember years ago someone pretended to be like Sultan of Brunei's brother? And he went and stole loads of millions of pounds of jewellery. I said, bro, yeah, it does ring a bell, yeah. He said, that was me. What? And he was the guy, it was him. And he's mate. He's chilled with Tupac, he's fucking chilled with loads of people, done bare stuff off the back of it. He went to prison and that. And it's all documented, it's all there on YouTube, you can watch it yourself. But I could actually get him to, because he said, because I was doing TikTok at the time when I met him, and he's like, oh mate, set up a podcast, I'll come and do it. In fact, I've got a story about him. So we're there, everyone at work knew like who I was. There was a big site in town. If you follow Crane Man Paul on TikTok, I think he's the Crane Man on that job now. But it was fucking 3 years ago I was on it. And it was a big job in Cheetham Mill, and loads of people on it. A lot of people knew what I did. And he come over and he said, Lee, he said, I've been struggling with my bad back, proper bad. And he's like, can you get any like sweets where like, but nothing heavy? He said, where they'll like take the pain away and I'll get a good night's sleep. He said, but Lee, I'm Muslim, right? I've never done anything like this in my life. Don't do anything dangerous to me. I said, no, I won't. So I got a couple of packs of Edwards off my mate, Where's Wally, and Where's Wally's infamous for his sweets, right? But they come in, so I got 2 packs, yeah, and I got the non-fizzy bottles. Sorry, I tell a lie, I got the fizzy bottles, right? The fizzy cola bottles, and there was like 6 fizzy cola bottles, yeah. So I just smashed all mine in one go at home, not like you do. And the other pack were just normal cola bottles, not fizzy ones. So they're the ones that I gave to Zach, the security guard, when I got into work the next day. And I said, yeah, Zach, and I give him. I said, listen, whatever you do, just eat 1 bottle. Yeah, just eat 1. That's all you need is 1 bottle. Because I thought, last thing you want him to do is eat 6. He'd be fucking twisted. So anyway, we go home. Next day, coming to work, no Zach. Zach never misses work, ever. No Zach, mate. No one can get hold of him, mate. This is on my old phone. I wish I had the video. His wife sends me a video, tells me that he was in hospital. They had to phone an ambulance. They had to phone an ambulance, and she sent me a video of him at home before they rang an ambulance, of him saying, I want to die, I want to die, and please, I'm going to die, I'm going to die. And she's saying, Mashallah, Mashallah, don't leave us, we've got 6 kids. And he's literally sweating his back out. He is the whitest he's ever been in his life. He's sweating his back out. And he's just going, I want to die, I'm going to die. And he's having a full-blown whitey, and I'm like, I'm kind of laughing, but I feel really bad. And so I'm thinking, how the fuck has one bottle done that? Like, that's mad. And so it turns out, yeah, I didn't know this, but my packet had 6 little bottles, 6 little fizzy bottles, but I didn't know that the non-fizzy ones contained 2 massive bottles, and that was it. So when I told him to just eat 1 bottle, my man's ate 1 fucking giant bottle, which is half of the pack. I didn't realise. So he's listened to me and gone into the most insane whitey. He's never touched this shit in his life. He's 50 odd. Do you know, he thought he was dying. He had to tell the hospital people that he'd had this sweet. And yeah, and he lived to tell the tale though. He lived to tell the tale. Which, you know, and he eventually, I think he found the funny side. I think we're friends. We'll tell that story when I get him on. But yeah, that story also made its way around the site pretty damn quick. It was fucking hilarious. Yeah, well, that's a good plug for Where's Wally as well, I suppose. Safe, right, I don't know how we managed to get to 21 minutes there, people. I really don't. I do apologise if it's... my knee, I'm a finger. I do apologise, not up to scratch, that's what I was going to say. But, you know, I suppose you might have got a chuckle out of that. Hurt my knee, burnt my finger, same time, nearly. Ow. Hey, thanks for coming. Thanks for tuning in. Listen, whatever I asked to do in the comments, do you want to do it? I don't know, I can't remember. But yeah, podcasts. Safe. Bye.